Stop scrolling right now. What if I told you that a simple Washington quarter from the United States could be worth thousands of dollars today? Some rare Washington quarters have become legendary among collectors due to low mintages, rare varieties, and minting errors, with top examples selling for tens of thousands of dollars or more. In this video, we're counting down the top 5 rare Washington quarter coins with massive market value that every collector should check immediately. Before you spend another quarter, make sure it's not one of these hidden treasures. Let's get started. First up, Washington quarter coin 1966 United States without mint mark is one of the most talked about coins among collectors because it comes from an important period in American coin history when the United States Mint removed mint marks from circulating coins to discourage coin hoarding during a nationwide coin shortage. And today many collectors continue searching through old collections hoping to discover a valuable example that could be worth far more than its original face. The Washington Quarter series began in 1932 to honor the 200th anniversary of the birth of George Washington, and the design created by sculptor John Flanagan became one of the most recognizable coin designs in American history, featuring a portrait of Washington on the obverse and a majestic eagle on the reverse, creating a timeless appearance that remained popular with generations of Americans. The year 1966 is especially significant because all quarters produced for circulation during that year were struck without mint marks regardless of whether they were made in Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco. And this unusual situation makes the coin an interesting piece of history that reflects the economic challenges facing the United States during the mid-1960s. A 1966 Washington quarter without mint mark was produced using a copper-nickel-clad composition instead of the traditional 90% silver composition that had been used before 1965, and this major change was introduced because rising silver prices threatened the availability of circulating coinage, forcing the government to adopt less expensive materials. Collectors examining a 1966 quarter often begin by checking the overall condition, because the grade has a major impact on value, and a coin described as fine condition will show moderate wear on the portrait of Washington, and the eagle while still retaining clear major details and readable lettering, making it a respectable collectible example. One unique feature of the 1966 Washington quarter is its place in the transition era of United States coinage, because it represents one of the earliest clad quarters ever issued and serves as a reminder of the historic shift away from precious metal circulating coins, making it an important coin for those who enjoy collecting pieces tied to major economic events. Another interesting characteristic is the absence of a mint mark, which often surprises new collectors because most modern American coins display a letter indicating where they were struck, but quarters from 1966 were intentionally produced without such markings, creating a distinctive feature that immediately identifies them as part of this special period. The obverse of the coin features George Washington facing left with the word Liberty above his portrait, and the motto "In God We Trust" to the left, while the date 1966 appears below, and collectors often study these details carefully, looking for unusual striking characteristics or rare varieties that could increase the value significantly. The reverse displays a powerful eagle with wings spread perched on a bundle of arrows, symbolizing strength and preparedness, while olive branches below represent peace, and the words United States of America and quarter dollar surround the design, creating a balanced and classic appearance admired by collectors around the world. While most 1966 quarters are common, many collectors search for coins with exceptional strikes, unusual errors, or remarkable preservation, because such examples can command much higher prices than ordinary circulated pieces, and some rare specimens have generated considerable excitement in the numismatic marketplace. In fine condition, a standard 1966 Washington quarter without mint mark is generally worth only a modest premium above face value, but market demand and collector interest can still make attractive examples desirable, especially for individuals building complete Washington quarter collections, spanning multiple decades. Coins showing strong details, appealing surfaces, and minimal distractions often attract greater attention than heavily worn examples, and collectors frequently compare different pieces, seeking the most visually pleasing coin available, because eye appeal remains an important factor in determining market desirability. Rare error varieties associated with the 1966 quarter can sometimes reach impressive values, especially if they involve dramatic striking mistakes, doubled dies, off-center strikes, or other unusual minting anomalies that create a distinctive appearance. separating them from ordinary examples found in circulation. The market value of a normal 1966 Washington quarter in fine condition is often around $1 to several dollars depending on collector demand and dealer inventory. But coins with exceptional qualities or certified grades may reach substantially higher prices, especially when competition among buyers increases. Professional grading services play an important role in determining value because they authenticate coins, evaluate condition, and assign standardized grades that help buyers and sellers understand quality levels. And certified examples often enjoy stronger confidence within the collector community. Many treasure hunters continue examining old coin jars, estate collections, and inherited accumulations because valuable coins occasionally remain unnoticed for decades, and the possibility of discovering a scarce variety or unusually preserved specimen adds excitement to the hobby of coin collecting. The popularity of Washington quarters has remained strong for generations because the series combines historical significance, attractive design, and affordability, allowing both beginners and advanced collectors to participate while searching for better dates, varieties, and high-quality examples. When evaluating a 1966 quarter, collectors should pay attention to surface preservation, strike quality, luster, and overall eye appeal, because these characteristics influence desirability and can make the difference between an ordinary coin and one capable of attracting premium offers from interested buyers. Although millions of 1966 quarters were produced, the fascination surrounding this issue continues because it represents a unique chapter in American monetary history and serves as a tangible reminder of the era when the United States Mint adapted its coinage system to meet changing economic conditions. For collectors and viewers interested in hidden treasures, the 1966 Washington quarter without mint mark remains an intriguing coin whose history, unique features, and potential market value continue to inspire searches through old collections. And while most examples in fine condition may be worth only a few dollars, rare varieties, outstanding preservation, and exceptional examples can sometimes achieve surprisingly high values in the modern coin market, making every discovery an exciting possibility for dedicated coin enthusiasts today. Next up, the fascinating 1967 Washington quarter from the United States, especially examples found without a mint mark and preserved in beautiful condition. Many people have this coin in old collections, coin jars, and family savings, without realizing that some pieces may be worth far more than their face value. And in certain rare situations, these quarters have attracted significant attention from collectors who are willing to pay impressive amounts of money for exceptional examples. The Washington quarter series began in 1932 to honor the 200th anniversary of the birth of George Washington, and the design became one of the most recognized coin designs in American history. By 1967, the United States Mint was producing huge numbers of quarters to meet growing demand across the country, making this year an important part of American coin collecting history. One of the most interesting facts about the 1967 Washington quarter is that all regular circulation coins from that year were produced without mint marks, because the United States government temporarily removed mint marks from coins during a nationwide coin shortage. Therefore, finding a 1967 quarter without a mint mark is normal, but finding one in extraordinary condition is much less common. The obverse of the coin features a portrait of George Washington facing left with the word liberty above his head, and the motto "In God We Trust" placed to the left. While the date 1967 appears below, this classic design remained popular for decades and helped establish the Washington quarter as an enduring symbol of American coinage. The reverse design displays a majestic eagle with wings spread standing on a bundle of arrows, surrounded by olive branches, representing both military strength and peace. This powerful image was created by John Flanagan and remained on the quarter until the introduction of the state quarters program many years later. 1967 Washington quarter was struck using a copper nickel-clad composition, rather than the 90% silver composition used before 1965. This change occurred because rising silver prices made silver coins too expensive for everyday circulation, making the 1967 quarter part of a new era in United States coin production. Millions of these quarters were produced, and most examples remain common today. However, collectors constantly search for coins that stand out because of exceptional preservation, unique strike characteristics, or rare minting errors, which can transform an ordinary coin into a highly desirable collectible. A major factor influencing value is condition. Coins showing sharp details, bright original luster, and little or no evidence of wear are significantly more valuable than heavily circulated examples. Collectors use professional grading systems to determine quality, and even small differences in grade can create dramatic differences in market value. Some 1967 quarters have been certified in extremely high mint state grades, and these top-quality coins are surprisingly scarce. Because most were released into circulation and experienced years of use, finding a coin that survived untouched for decades is much more difficult than many people realize. Another feature that attracts collectors is the possibility of mint errors, including doubled dies off-center strikes, clip planchets, and other unusual production mistakes. These rare varieties can command substantial premiums depending on their visibility, rarity, and overall eye appeal. Collectors often examine the surfaces of a 1967 quarter under magnification, looking for unusual characteristics, strong details, and original mint luster, because these features help determine whether a coin has the potential to earn a premium grade and increased market value. Current market values vary greatly depending on condition. Circulated examples are usually worth only face value or a small premium, while attractive uncirculated specimens may sell for several dollars, and high-grade certified coins can reach tens or even hundreds of dollars in competitive collector markets. Some of the finest known 1967 Washington quarters have achieved auction prices exceeding $1,000 when professionally graded at the highest levels. These exceptional results demonstrate how condition, rarity, and collector demand can combine to create remarkable values. The absence of a mint mark on the 1967 quarter often causes confusion among new collectors, but this feature is completely normal for the year, because mint marks were intentionally removed from all circulating coinage during that period, making quality and rarity more important than mint mark location. A beautiful 1967 quarter with blazing luster, strong strike quality, and minimal contact marks can be highly desirable because collectors appreciate coins that appear almost exactly as they did when they left the mint many decades ago. When evaluating a 1967 quarter, experts pay close attention to Washington's hair details, the eagle feathers, and the overall sharpness of the strike, because these areas often reveal whether the coin received a strong impression from the dies during production. Professional grading services have played a major role in establishing market values, because certified grades provide confidence to buyers and sellers, allowing rare high-quality examples to achieve stronger prices in auctions and private sales. Interest in Washington quarters continues to grow as more collectors discover the excitement of searching through pocket change, old collections, and inherited coin holdings, hoping to uncover hidden treasures that may have been overlooked for years. Although most 1967 quarters are common, the possibility of finding a superb gem example or a rare error coin keeps collectors searching and studying this historic issue, making it one of the most discussed modern quarters in American numismatics. The 1967 Washington quarter without a mint mark remains an important piece of United States coin history. And while many examples carry modest values, the finest known specimens with outstanding preservation, unique features, and strong collector demand can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars, making this humble quarter a fascinating coin to examine and collect. Next up, the Washington quarter is one of the most recognized coins in American history, and the 1969 Washington quarter without a mint mark attracts attention from collectors across the world because it was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, where coins of that period normally carried no mint mark. This coin represents an important chapter in United States coinage, and many collectors search through old pocket change hoping to find an example that survived in excellent condition. The Washington Quarter series began in 1932 to honor the 200th anniversary of the birth of George Washington. The design became so popular that it continued far beyond its original commemorative purpose. The 1969 issue carries the familiar portrait of Washington on the obverse, and the heraldic eagle on the reverse, creating a classic appearance that remains admired by collectors today. The 1969 quarter without a mint mark was struck in Philadelphia during a period when the United States Mint was producing enormous numbers of coins to meet public demand. Millions of quarters entered circulation and were used in everyday commerce, making high-quality, surviving examples increasingly difficult to locate decades later. One reason collectors are interested in the 1969 no-mint mark quarter is the historical context of the late 1960s. America was experiencing significant social, political, and economic changes, and coins from this era serve as small pieces of history that passed through the hands of countless citizens during an important period of the nation's development. The coin is composed of a copper nickel-clad structure introduced after the removal of silver from circulating quarters in 1965. This change was made because rising silver prices made precious metal coinage impractical for everyday circulation. The 1969 quarter, therefore, represents the modern clad era of American coinage. The obverse of the coin features a left-facing portrait of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan. The image displays strong detail in the hair ribbon cheek jawline and profile. When preserved in high grades, collectors often examine these areas carefully to determine the overall condition and desirability of a coin. The reverse showcases an eagle with outstretched wings perched on a bundle of arrows with olive branches beneath the design. Symbolizes both military strength and peace. Fine details in the feather's breast and wings are important indicators of preservation and can significantly affect the market value of the coin. A major feature of the 1969 Philadelphia quarter is the absence of a mint mark. While this is normal for Philadelphia issues of that year, many beginners mistakenly assume every no mint mark coin is rare. The true rarity depends on condition, strike quality, and the presence of unusual mint errors, rather than simply the lack of a mint mark. Collectors pay special attention to coins that remain in uncirculated condition, because most examples spent years in circulation. A coin with sharp details, bright luster, and minimal wear can command much stronger prices than a heavily worn specimen, even when both coins were produced in the same year. And mint unique features that increase interest include strong strikes, attractive original surfaces, and the absence of major scratches or damage. Coins that display exceptional eye appeal often stand out among ordinary examples and may attract competitive bidding from advanced collectors seeking superior specimens. Another important factor involves mint errors. Certain 1969 quarters have been discovered with off-center strikes, doubled dies, clipped planchets, or other unusual production mistakes. Error coins are often much rarer than normal issues and can sell for significantly higher amounts, depending on the nature and visibility of the error. Professional grading services play a crucial role in determining value. Coins certified in high mint state grades receive authentication and condition assessment that provide confidence to buyers. A 1969 no mint mark quarter graded at the highest levels can be worth dramatically more than an uncertified example in circulated good condition. A typical 1969 Washington quarter without a mint mark is generally worth close to its face value or slightly above face value because large numbers were produced and many examples still exist. Collectors usually seek higher grades when looking for substantial investment potential. When a coin reaches extremely fine or about uncirculated condition, its value can increase modestly depending on collector demand. Attractive examples with original surfaces may sell for several dollars, while average circulated pieces remain common in the marketplace. Mint state examples represent the area where values become more interesting. Coins graded around MS63 to MS65 can sell for tens of dollars, while premium examples with superior preservation may command even stronger prices from specialists who appreciate quality and scarcity within high-grade populations. At the highest certified grades, the market value can reach hundreds and sometimes thousands of dollars. Exceptional examples that rank among the finest known survivors are rare because very few coins avoid circulation, damage, and maintain pristine surfaces over many decades. Collectors should carefully inspect the date, lettering, rims, and overall strike quality when evaluating a 1969 quarter. Strong details and clean surfaces often indicate a better preserved specimen. These characteristics help distinguish ordinary coins from those that may deserve professional grading and further research. The popularity of the Washington Quarter series contributes to ongoing demand. Because generations of collectors have assembled date and mint sets, there is continuous interest in locating well-preserved examples from every year, including the 1969 Philadelphia issue, without a mint mark. Current market values vary according to condition certification, and collector demand. A circulated good condition example may be worth around 25 cents to a few dollars. An uncirculated example may range from several dollars to several dozen dollars. High-grade certified pieces can reach hundreds of dollars, and elite specimens may exceed $1,000 depending on auction results and market conditions. The 1969 Washington Quarter without a mint mark remains an important collectible because it combines historical significance, classic design, and the excitement of discovering valuable high-grade examples. While most coins found in circulation are common exceptional pieces with outstanding preservation, unique errors, or top certified grades can achieve impressive values, making this coin a fascinating target for collectors and treasure hunters alike. Next up, The most interesting coins in American numismatic history, the 1970 Washington Quarter with the D Mint, mark a coin that at first glance may look like an ordinary 25-cent piece. But in brilliant condition, this coin can attract serious attention from collectors, and in rare cases can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars, making it a fascinating subject for anyone interested in valuable coins and hidden treasures. The Washington Quarter series began in 1932 to honor the 200th anniversary of the birth of George Washington, and the design quickly became one of the most recognizable coin designs in the United States, featuring a portrait of George Washington on the obverse and an eagle on the reverse. This design remained largely unchanged for decades and became a staple of American commerce. And collecting the 1970 Washington Quarter was produced during a period when the United States Mint was already using a copper nickel-clad composition instead of silver, which had been removed from circulating quarters after 1964, because rising silver prices made silver coins too expensive for everyday circulation. And this transition created a new era in American coinage that continues today. The D Mint mark on the 1970 quarter indicates that the coin was struck at the Denver Mint, one of the major coin-producing facilities in the United States, and millions of these quarters were manufactured for circulation, but only a small percentage survived in exceptional brilliant condition, making high-grade examples far more desirable than ordinary circulated pieces. When collectors refer to a brilliant condition coin, they are usually talking about a coin that retains its original mint luster. With very little wear and strong eye appeal, such coins appear bright and attractive with reflective surfaces that make them stand out from heavily circulated examples that have lost much of their original beauty. One of the unique features of the 1970 D Washington Quarter is the sharp detail that can sometimes be found on high-quality strikes, especially around Washington's hair. The lettering and the eagle feathers on the reverse. Collectors carefully examine these details because stronger strikes often command higher values in the marketplace. Another important factor affecting value is preservation, because coins that remain free from scratches, stains, discoloration, and contact marks are much harder to find than most people realize. Every year more coins become damaged, lost, or worn down, making surviving brilliant examples increasingly desirable among collectors. Professional grading services play a major role in determining value, because they assign numerical grades that measure a coin's condition on a scale from 1 to 70. And a 1970 D quarter graded at the highest levels can be worth dramatically more than an average example, even though both coins were originally worth only 25 cents. Collectors also search for exceptional mint state examples, because these coins can display outstanding luster and nearly flawless surfaces. And when a coin reaches grades such as MS67 or higher, competition among collectors can become intense, leading to impressive auction prices and increased market attention. The history of coin collecting shows that condition rarity often matters more than actual scarcity, because while millions of 1970 D quarters were produced, very small number remain in elite condition, and this creates a supply and demand imbalance that can significantly increase value. A fascinating aspect of the 1970 D Washington Quarter market is the search for error coins, because certain minting mistakes can make a coin much more valuable. Examples include double dies, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, and other unusual production errors that attract specialists willing to pay substantial premiums. The obverse design features George Washington facing left, and the portrait remains one of the most iconic images ever used on American coinage. The simplicity and elegance of the design contribute to the enduring popularity of the Washington Quarter series among collectors of all ages. The reverse design of the 1970 quarter displays a majestic eagle with outstretched wings perched on a bundle of arrows surrounded by olive branches, symbolizing both military strength and peace, and this classic reverse design remains highly admired by collectors who appreciate traditional American coin artistry. Current market values vary depending on grade and overall quality, with circulated examples generally worth close to face value, while attractive uncirculated coins may sell for several dollars and premium mint state examples can reach tens or even hundreds of dollars depending on certification and collector demand. In the highest certified grades, some 1970 D Washington quarters have achieved values reaching into the thousands of dollars at major auctions, because collectors compete aggressively for the finest known examples, and such records demonstrate how condition can transform an ordinary coin into a remarkable collectible. Many collectors enjoy searching through old coin jars, bank rolls, and inherited collections, hoping to discover a brilliant 1970 D quarter, because valuable coins sometimes remain unnoticed for decades, and exciting discoveries continue to occur throughout the numismatic community. Experts recommend examining coins under strong lighting, because original mint luster often reveals itself through a distinctive cartwheel effect that rotates across the surface as the coin is tilted, and this visual characteristic is one of the most important indicators of an authentic uncirculated example. Another reason the 1970D quarter attracts attention is its affordability for beginning collectors, because lower-grade examples are easy to obtain while high-grade specimens provide a challenging goal for advanced collectors, creating broad appeal across different levels of the hobby. As interest in rare coins continues to grow, many investors and collectors are paying closer attention to condition census coins, which are examples recognized as among the finest known, and the 1970D Washington Quarter has earned a place in this category. When preserved at extraordinary levels, the story of the 1970 Washington Quarter with the D Mint mark reminds us that valuable treasures can sometimes be hiding in plain sight. And while most examples remain worth only a small amount, the rare, brilliant condition pieces, with exceptional grades, outstanding luster, and superior preservation, can command remarkable prices, making this coin an exciting collectible and a potential hidden gem in today's coin market. Next up, most interesting coins in American numismatic history, the 1977 Washington Quarter with no mint mark in uncirculated condition. A coin that many people have seen, but very few truly understand. This quarter can sometimes attract strong attention from collectors, especially when it survives in exceptional condition and displays unique characteristics that separate it from ordinary circulation. Examples: the Washington Quarter series began in 1932 to honor the 200th anniversary of the birth of George Washington. The coin quickly became one of the most recognized pieces of American currency and remained a favorite among collectors for decades. The obverse features a portrait of George Washington, while the reverse used the famous eagle design that appeared on quarters for many years before the state quarter program changed the series. The 1977 Washington Quarter was produced during a period when the United States Mint was striking hundreds of millions of coins for circulation. America needed large quantities of coinage for daily commerce, and the quarter was one of the most heavily used denominations. Because of this massive production, many people assume that every 1977 quarter is common and worth only face value. However, condition, rarity, and unusual characteristics can dramatically change collector interest. One feature that often attracts attention is the absence of a mint mark. A 1977 quarter without a mint mark was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. During this period, Philadelphia quarters commonly carried no mint mark. Therefore, the lack of a mint mark alone does not automatically make the coin rare, yet collectors carefully examine these coins, because some examples survive in remarkably high grades and can be much more valuable than ordinary pieces. The composition of the 1977 Washington Quarter consists of a copper core sandwiched between outer layers of copper nickel. This clad construction replaced silver coinage in earlier years and became standard for circulating quarters. The coin weighs approximately 5.67 grams and has a diameter of 24.3 millimeters, making it instantly recognizable to collectors throughout the United States. When discussing value, condition becomes the most important factor. A quarter that circulated for years in pockets, cash registers, and vending machines usually shows wear, scratches, and dull surfaces. Such examples are generally worth only face value. On the other hand, an uncirculated specimen preserves its original mint luster, sharp details, and attractive appearance, making it far more desirable to collectors. Uncirculated 1977 quarters can display brilliant surfaces that shine almost exactly as they did when leaving the mint. Decades later, these coins are increasingly difficult to locate because many entered circulation immediately after production. Every year, fewer pristine examples remain available, which increases demand among serious collectors seeking high-quality specimens for their collections. Professional grading services play a major role in determining market value. Coins are examined under magnification and assigned numerical grades. Higher grades indicate superior preservation. A 1977 Washington Quarter, graded at the top of the scale, can command prices dramatically above the value of lower-grade examples because condition, rarity becomes a significant factor. One of the most desirable characteristics is strong original mint luster. Collectors look for coins that display vibrant cartwheel effects across the surface when tilted under light. This visual appeal enhances desirability and often contributes to higher auction results, especially when combined with sharp strikes and minimal contact. marks another unique feature, involves strike quality. Some 1977 quarters were struck more sharply than others. A fully detailed portrait of Washington, along with strong hair definition and crisp eagle feathers, can increase collector demand. Coins displaying exceptional strikes are often viewed as superior representatives of the issue. The rarity of top population examples is an important factor in determining value. Although millions of quarters were produced, very few survive in near-perfect condition. High-grade coins become scarce because even small marks from mint handling can prevent a coin from achieving elite grades. This scarcity creates competition among advanced collectors. Certain 1977 quarters have also been examined for mint errors. Error coins can include off-center strikes, doubled dies, clipped planchets, and other unusual production anomalies. When authenticated, these errors may carry premiums far beyond standard examples and can become highly sought after by specialists in mint mistakes. Current market values vary depending on condition. A typical uncirculated 1977 no Mintmark quarter may sell for several dollars to several tens of dollars depending on quality. Certified high-grade examples can reach hundreds of dollars, and in exceptional cases, the finest known specimens have achieved prices exceeding $1,000 at major auctions. Collectors should remember that market values change over time. Auction demand, collector interest, and certified population reports all influence prices. A coin worth a modest amount today could become more valuable in the future if demand increases and available high-grade examples become harder to find. One reason collectors enjoy the 1977 Washington quarter is that it combines accessibility with the possibility of discovering hidden value. Many examples still appear in old collections, coin albums, inherited estates, and unopened mint sets. This creates excitement because valuable pieces can occasionally be found in unexpected places. Examining the edges and surfaces carefully is essential when evaluating a coin. Look for original luster, minimal abrasions, and strong design details. Coins that appear freshly preserved without evidence of circulation usually attract greater interest from buyers and grading companies. Storage also affects long-term value. Coins kept in protective holders away from moisture, fingerprints, and environmental damage have a better chance of retaining premium quality. Proper preservation helps maintain the surfaces that collectors prize and can significantly impact future market value. The historical significance of the Washington quarter adds another layer of appeal. George Washington remains one of the most respected figures in American history, and his image has appeared on the quarter for generations. This enduring connection to American heritage keeps the series popular among both beginning and experienced collectors. As collector demand continues to grow, many enthusiasts search Rolls collections and dealer inventories hoping to locate exceptional examples of the 1977 no Mintmark quarter. The challenge of finding a superior specimen makes the hunt exciting and contributes to the enduring popularity of the coin. For anyone interested in coin collecting, the 1977 Washington quarter in uncirculated condition offers an excellent opportunity to study grading, preservation, and market demand. While most examples remain common, the finest specimens can command impressive premiums, making them standout pieces within the Washington quarter series. In conclusion, the 1977 Washington quarter without a mint mark is a fascinating coin whose value depends heavily on condition, rarity, eye appeal, and collector demand. An ordinary example may be worth only 25 cents, but a superb uncirculated specimen with outstanding preservation can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars, making it a coin that deserves a closer look. From every collector searching for hidden treasures, note the absence of a mint mark on a 1977 quarter normally indicates it was struck in Philadelphia and is not rare by itself. The highest values are generally for coins in exceptional certified grades or with significant mint errors. Thanks for watching.